Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. My name is Jovan and I'm the administrator of the Sims community website, and in this video I'm going to be covering some of the smaller features that have been included with the latest big update that just came out for The Sims 4 on PC, Mac and consoles. So I've already covered some of the major features that we've gotten with the latest update in one of my previous videos that you can check out. So those include platforms, the even more half walls that we've gotten, sentiments as well, sim profiles, some of the skin tone update changes, the ability to take a vacation anywhere, but there are also some other features and fixes and small additions that the Sims team has done that they've mentioned in the patch notes, but there are also some additions that haven't been really included in the patch notes, but you know, they are in the game and they are new with the latest update. So first off, I want to cover some of these other smaller additions, and then I'm going to be going through some of the big bug fixes that the Sims team has done with the latest update. So let's begin. The first thing that they've done is add Toddler Slippers. So this is something that I forgot to check out in my previous overview video for the update. I just totally forgot to check out if there are any new cast items for Sims or not, but it seems that they've added some new slippers, which I'm going to be checking out later in the game. We've also gotten the addition of the S-Pop radio station, which is now available in the base game. This was firstly introduced with The Sims 4 City Living, and of course that all of the soundtrack that you've gotten with City Living will remain exclusive to City Living, but these 5 new Assimilation songs that they've added are now a part of the base game and they are new, so it just adds up to the collection of the S-Pop radio station, especially if you have Sims 4 City Living installed. And now on to the bug fixes. Now there's plenty of bug fixes that I want to be covering in this video. I don't want to talk about, you know, bug fixes that they've done for other packs because there's a lot of them and you can check them out for yourselves, but there are some major improvements that they've done for the base game that I want to cover, so let's dig in. So first of all, they fixed the Freelancer Careers. Sims will no longer look bored, which is good. If you have the off-the-grid lot trait, they've made it so that you won't be receiving any phone calls, which is a cute addition. The Nano can, touchless trash can, has been recalled and fixed, so now all your trash can be cashed in a flash. Did you ever experience the Honey, I Shrunk the Basil and Sage plants issue in the game? Well, that is no longer an issue. And okay, so this is major. Ever had Sims show up looking like a product of a bad makeover? Did your debate judge just show up to the debate wearing a mascot hat when they're not a mascot? Did your fellow spellcaster show up in the magic realm wearing not so magical clothes? Well, say no more. We have applied a fix so that non-playable Sims can be a bit more appropriately coordinated in their outfits and per occasion. So to explain a bit further, the Sims team has created a much more robust set of internal tools that allow them to have a greater control over the outfits that the Sims choose to wear in unique situations. They've also improved a lot of the wacky towny fashion that you've seen previously, but if you still see any oddities, make sure you let the Sims team know, since they've just recently introduced this with the latest update, and it seems that thankfully now that they have this internal set of tools, they'll probably be improving it upon each time you maybe stumble upon fashion combination in the game of your NPC townies. So door lock settings now persist when Sims travel. Sims who have passed away no longer sometimes disappear from their genealogy, so this won't be applied if Sims have died previously in your save game before, you know, the latest update, but thankfully you will now be able to preserve your Sims history of genealogy moving forward. Sims no longer ignore the kitchen sink and dishwasher to wash their dishes in the bathroom sink. So this is huge. I think that this was an issue for The Sims 4 ever since the release of the base game. This and the random NPC fashion that I covered just now. And so, you know, I'm kind of sad that they're removing some of the very interesting glitches in the game that were, you know, made fun of in the Sims community, especially Sims who choose to wash the dishes in the kitchen. You know, they'll be piling up all of those dishes and then just go to the bathroom and wash the dishes over there, which was kind of crazy, but I'm glad that they fixed that up and that you're gonna be preserving a lot more time now that they can, you know, actually wash the dishes in their kitchens. Oasis Springs world map has been fixed with the location tags. Sims now can propose to their beloved without rejection. Sims with multiple romantic partners now can propose and marry one of them and not get sabotaged by their partner's predicament of not being able to get married because they are employed together, even when they are not. I didn't didn't know that this was an issue in the game, but you know, good job for them that they fixed that. Sims who have finished their workday now get back to things sooner instead of sometimes staring off into space. Ever wished your delicious food just never ended? We thought we did until our Sims were unable to finish their meals. Now they are able to finish eating the leftovers. They are leftovers, not left forevers. Sims sharing double beds now can nap or sleep in any combination. Sim A can nap and Sim B can sleep, or Sim A can sleep and Sim B can nap. Or they can both sleep or nap. Well, you can get the picture. Shower tubs now can be cleaned enough to be visibly squeaky clean. The issue that generated this error code on game load has been fixed. Style influencer Sims now perform quick sketch impression without breaking any digital sketchpad. Removed incorrect moodlets such as awkward hug when unflirty Sims hugged kids. In the same fashion, we made sure unflirty Sims no longer receive the witnessed crass act moodlet when parents and children hug or kiss each other. Adult Sims now teach blocks to their toddlers. Learning in early life is important. Sims on vacation now can hire a nanny and or a butler if you have vintage glamour installed to take care of things while they are away. Toddlers will no longer show as at daycare when they are taken back home via the care self option. Toddlers left at home while the rest of the household goes on vacation now receive proper care and otherwise can enjoy the vacation. Toddlers can no longer get the silly ocean moodlet from playing in rivers. Children once again can earn adult skills. They grow up so fast. Simmers in social events now get a warning when switching to a sim in another neighborhood rather than the event canceling automatically. Sims with enough simoleons now can move into empty lots. Splitting households and then moving no longer causes an infinite load. We told Sims that they should probably not take 45 minutes to drink a single cup of coffee. As you guys know, I am a coffee fiend, but nursing the same cup for the long is not the coffee lover's manual for enjoying fresh coffee, so they fixed drinking coffee. Yay, I guess. We met with our wonderful sim firefighters and came to the agreement that they now also will be able to extinguish fires on wall objects such as paintings. Action progress bars no longer are interrupted when a new action is added to a Sim's queue. Sometimes items could disappear from your Sim's inventory after traveling. This should no longer happen. Sims no longer have clay blobs, future cubes, and or sketch pads spawn infinitely in their inventory. Opening a stack of inventory items and then going back now highlights the correct item. In reviewing items in inventory, we realized that some item stacks were showing the number 99 plus incorrectly or multi-select. So they fixed that. Sims no longer endlessly play games such as chess, Sabak if you have Journey to Batu, White Critter cards, and the page up and down and home and end keys now work in the free cam mode. The aspiration panel now shows the gender of Sims regardless of whether they are active. Now only gardeners autonomously remove wild plants. So if you have active Sims on your lot, you will have to order them to remove the wild plants. Listen to Together on a stereo no longer reset Sims. Sims no longer get poorly decorated and dismally decorated moodlets when decorations are in the room. Columns now can rotate 45 degrees and in free rotation. The live edit objects cheat no longer surfaces items with broken thumbnails that were not meant to be a part of this cheat. Shower descriptions in the catalog said they were uncomfortable. Showers are meant to relax and be a place of meditation, so the catalog now says that they provide discomfort relief. The subtle saucer and the super subtle saucer now have images that are mood distinct from each other in the catalog. Removed the player feeds door because it wasn't really a door. Dishwashers, the professionally dish laborer, washer pro freestanding dishwasher, and industrial dishwasher unit no longer have a gap between counters. The digital world wall tiles have been polished. Career unlockable outfits no longer show up when filtering for custom content. So finally, toddlers no longer have bald spots when zoomed out on low graphic settings. They fixed some of the cast items, as you can see over here. Gallery filters no longer cut off some venue types names in some languages. Game fonts got some spiffing up to keep all the characters looking their best. And as with every update, the localization team has tweaked, improved, and fixed text across all packs and previous updates. updates. Another thing I just want to mention is that they fixed the doors and windows from The Sims 4 Get Together. I know that you guys talked about that on Twitter and said that they are not being displayed properly, and I think that everyone in the community was stumbling across, you know, the same issue. And yes, all of those have been fixed now as well in The Sims 4 Get Together. And for more information what was fixed in the previous packs, expansion packs, stuff packs, and game packs, you can check out the patch notes that I've linked in the description down below. Now I'm going to be opening up the game and checking out quickly all of the new additions that have been made that I forgot to mention previously, so let's go. Okay, first of all, I want to showcase the new slippers that they've included for toddlers in Create a Sim. Now, where are they? wait, I think that, oh, here they are. So these are the new slippers. I think that to get the grown-up version of the slippers, you will have to have the Sims 4 Snowy Escape expansion pack. But considering that Sims already have some sort of slippers, you know, adult Sims, and the toddlers don't, I think that this was the decision behind adding, you know, slippers for toddlers in the base game update. When it comes to the new columns edition, they've now finally made it available so that you can select a column of your choice or choose the columns from your catalog and rotate them using the rotate keys on your keyboard. So now you can rotate them at 45 degrees, which is really cool, and this is gonna allow you to create fully functional places and rooms that are above the columns that are also diagonal. So that's really cool. Another way to rotate them is using these keys over here, as you can see. And yeah, I'm glad that they can now be functionally rotated at all of the angles that are supported. Now, I don't think that rotation, you know, outside of 45 degrees is possible using the Alt key. So that won't be possible. But still, this is a nice step towards, you know, improving the columns that we have in the game. And of course, this is available for both columns that can be adjusted in terms of the heights, as well as the locked columns that have a fixed position whose heights cannot be modified. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to notice throughout this video, but in your own gameplay, please let me know in the comments if you see, you know, NPC Sims and Townies walking around with proper clothing. Now, what's interesting that ever since the release of the Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu game pack, the Sims team did say that, you know, all of the skins and overlays and textures that you get with the Star Wars game pack won't be applied to NPC Townies, but it turned out that sometimes they did. And so not only that, but there was also an issue where Sims would wear inappropriate clothing, you know, in terms of the environments where they are. So for example, spellcasters inside of the Magic Realm, NPC spellcasters, non-playable characters, would be wearing, you know, normal clothes in the Magic Realm and vice versa. So it seems that they've fixed all of that in terms of what they'll be wearing in different surroundings and different worlds. But of course, they've just installed this brand new system, and hopefully they are going to be updating, you know, as players find more issues with the townie fashion in the game. Now, this will probably accumulate throughout the next few sim days in the game, so you won't be able to know exactly if their fashion has been fixed until a few sim days have passed. Now, interestingly enough, it seems that the Sims team has also updated the Planet Honey Pop venue from The Sims 4 City Living inside of San Myshuno. Now, you know, the only update that they've actually done for this venue is that they've applied the new platforms so that Sims can actually, you know, properly sing on a stage. Now, I've checked out some of the different venues and lounge areas in other worlds, and it seems that they haven't updated those. Probably they thought that this was the culprit of all, you know, stage behavior and happenings in the game. I wish that they went back with some of the previous venues and also added platforms where they seem fit, but you know, it's nice that they've thought about this venue and added these platforms, making it look more accessible. With platforms, you can also see that they've placed another one in the entrance, which is cool. Now, Sims will of course pay attention to the Sims singing on the top of the stage, which is nice. They'll be observing the Sims, so I think that they won't be approaching them on top of these platforms. I think that only Sims who perform will be able to access this platform stage over here. Now, if you find any other venues, I've checked out maybe 10 or 15 of the lounge areas that we have with all of the packs, and I didn't see the addition of platforms in those previous pre-made venues. But if you do notice anything, please let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, the last addition that I want to be covering is the addition of the S-Pop music station and some new songs that they've added. So if you have the Sims 4 City Living, you're gonna notice that they've just improved upon the catalog. If you don't have City Living, you're gonna notice the 5 original songs, original Simlish songs that they've recorded for this update, which is really cool. Now, let me guys know what you think about all of the smaller new bug fixes and improvements that they've done with the latest Sims 4 update. Of course, this update is huge. They've added sentiments, they've added platforms, they've added all these crazy new things in the game that you can check out in my previous overview video of the November update. And yeah, if you enjoyed this overview video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel for all the latest news and updates on the Sims franchise. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!